What's up, everybody? SeekerSilver here, your favorite YouTube stacker, back with another awesome video from another beach. You guys are gonna have to guess this beach. I haven't done a video from this one yet, but today we're going to be talking about silver 202, and we're going to be talking about how can you make money from silver. Most stackers out there are going to tell you that silver is not an investment, and I'm one of them. So don't invest in silver, you guys. However, in general, you want to be stacking it, which means you're buying it for a low cost, and you are holding it for SHTF situations. You're holding it as a form of savings and value. For the most part, you should not be investing in silver. But today we're going to cover how can you invest in silver and how can you make money. I got a couple tips for you at the end too, so stay until the end and we'll hit that too. So here we go. Hit it. Stacking surfer. Like to become your best friend. Balances in your bank and stack. All right, so let's talk about it. I've got a handful of ways that are very beneficial for you. The first one is going to be coins like this one right here, okay? This is a coin that's collectible. It's a coin that is in a series, okay? And so this is the first of the series, and I recommend buying the first of the series, okay? Not necessarily the entire series, but I recommend getting the coins that are the first of the series, okay? Now you gotta buy these right when they come out, so you need to be looking at websites that tell you a little bit more about this. You need to be doing some research on your favorite coins and understanding when they may be coming out. So for example, if you're a big Star Wars fan, you're a big Marvel fan, start doing some research and figuring out when a Star Wars coin's coming out, when a Marvel coin's coming out. And if you can find the first of the series, buy those up. So just like this one here was the best Star bar, they did the best the first year, the second and third year not as well. And so if you're looking to invest, you're looking to flip these, okay? You need to have a way of selling them too. You have to have your exit strategy in place, all right? So that's the first way, is buying first series coins and flipping them. The second way that you can invest in silver is by playing the market, okay? So as anything that you invest in or that you may be putting your savings into that is a hard asset, they usually go up and down in value. And hopefully over time they continue to go up more than they go down. But you can play the spot prices. So what I would look for there is you want to go to Kitco, and you want to look for the times when silver is lower on the spot price than it is higher. That's the times you're looking to buy. And when silver is higher, that's the time you're looking to sell. This strategy can be a little bit harder because silver usually comes with a pretty high premium. Oftentimes, you're going to have a premium that's up at 20%. I don't recommend going over that, and that's good advice from other stackers as well. But oftentimes, you're going to go over that 20% if you're trying to go for something collectible like the first thing we just talked about. But for the most part, if you're looking to make some money off the spread, you really need to look at buying things lower and selling them higher, but it can be very hard to do and you may be holding for quite a while. The third way that I recommend getting into investing in silver is to look for estate sales, okay? So estate sales are when someone passes away and leaves their precious metal collection behind with their loved ones. As a matter of fact, I just ran into a lady at the post office that was kind enough to take me to the back of her car and show me this massive stash of silver. And she had some great coins that are peace dollars. She had a bunch of pre-1964 and earlier quarters. And then she had some silver bars. And so she was in there trying to inquire where to go store this silver. And I helped her find a place to go vault that. And also let her know I'd be interested in buying it if she's interested in selling it. And oftentimes when you're doing estate sales, you can get fair prices because you're buying a lot of silver or gold for that matter. And it may be jewelry, and it may even be, sterling silver things like platters and candlesticks. When you're buying in bulk like that, oftentimes you're going to be paying below spot because you're trying to help them liquidate and move a lot of metals. Being the nice stacker I am, I gave her some advice of being able to hold on to some of that. I don't want to take advantage of anybody, but she also wasn't sure that she wanted to sell yet. But that was a really cool experience. All right, number 4 is garage sales. There's times when people are selling their coins and they may not know that they're silver and they may just be selling them for a certain price. If you're in this for the profits and you're looking to invest, that might be what you do. For me, I'd have a hard time doing that. I would definitely try to let them know that it's worth more than they're asking. But hey, if they just want to get rid of it and they don't care, they don't want to have to sell it or deal with it, you might be able to get a steal of a deal. Even if they do say, oh wow, so it's worth a little bit more, what is that? I'd give them a fair price for it, knowing that I will probably need to resell it, and therefore I'd probably be buying it at spot or below spot. But oftentimes you can find killer deals because people just are trying to get rid of stuff. Number 5, storage units. For those of you that don't know this, but when people stop paying their monthly fees on the storage units, they go to auction. And when those go to auction, anything that's inside the storage unit is yours that you get to take out. And people will have safes in there. They will have other kinds of drawers and things like that that have money in them. The safes oftentimes have gold and silver and coins in them. So that is another place that you can go and pick up silver and then turn around and sell it. The investment is the cost of getting the storage unit. All right, another way is being opportunistic. What do I mean by this? Being opportunistic really comes down to doing a couple things. One of those things is finding people that are looking to sell quickly that need money. These are times where you may not have a whole lot of money, you may not be very liquid, you may have to borrow some money to help them out, but you're able to buy metals at a very good price. In this kind of a situation, I think you have the opportunity to purchase quite a bit below spot because these people just need the money now. And you're usually in a situation where you're just having to take on a little bit more risk for yourself, and that's okay to do that. And you could do kind of the same thing in the situation with the garage sale, I guess, if you're looking at it that way. All right, I don't even know what number I'm on now, but we're just gonna go through a bunch of these. Another way is coin roll hunting, okay? So you can invest very little money in coin roll hunting by buying boxes of coins from your bank. And what I recommend doing is $50. And when you get these $50, oftentimes you can find silver in there. Now it's getting harder. I've done one box so far and I have not found any silver in there. So I'm gonna try a different bank. But the good news is you get to return all the quarters that don't have silver and you get your money back, and you get to retain the ones that did have silver, and your cost is 25 cents for that coin that's now worth several dollars. So I think that's a pretty good way to kind of invest in silver, and you got to put a little sweat equity into that one, but it can be pretty fun too. Another way is going to the coin star at your local grocery store. This one's a little bit less of an investment. It's a little bit more of just a treasure hunt that you can do. But oftentimes what'll happen is it'll kick out the silver coins, and they will just get spit back out into the little return tray at the bottom. So when that happens, look in there. Every time you walk past one, you might find some silver in there. So the investment's a little bit in time there, but you can find silver. All right, another way you can do some silver investing is by going to your local bank. This is something that I grew up doing with my father. As I mentioned, I came from a banking family. And anytime we pulled up to the bank in the drive-thru or went into the branch, they knew exactly who we were. They had silver coins ready for my dad to pick up. So he had already talked to them about, hey, if any coins come in that are pre-64, I have interest in those, can you hold them for me? And they would do that. Now, we had a little special dispensation on that. However, it is possible for you, even if you don't have a strong relationship with your tellers. However, I would recommend getting one. They will oftentimes take in $50, and they'll be in their trays. And you can ask them if you can see the $50 they have in the tray and see if you want to buy any of those. And the good news is you'll be buying those for the price of $50, which is half a dollar. And you could be getting a really nice silver piece out of that. So in that case, you're going to need to look and see, based on the date, if you're going to get pre-64 or 1964 and earlier, 90% silver, or if you're going to get a 70 and earlier, 40%. I think it's 1970 was the last year. I might be incorrect on that. I am not a complete coin expert. Okay, another way, and this is the last one that I think's pretty cool, is you'll see a lot of people on stacking channels that are pouring their own silver molds and designs. So they call that silver pouring. What's great about this investment is you are investing in a crucible. you're investing in potentially some molds, and you're buying silver that is coming in silver shot, which is going to be about your least expensive kind of silver you can buy. And then you're going to be creating your own creations, and you're going to be able to sell those for higher than spot. And oftentimes you can get a massive premium. I have purchased some of my silver designs for upwards of $50 an ounce. And yes, I don't recommend doing that for stacking, but if you see a piece that you really like, that you think would be fun to have, I think it's okay to grab some of those. But from a business standpoint, oh my gosh, if you can buy your silver shot at around $23, $24 an ounce, and then double the amount of money you can sell it for, that is a good investment. Now, it does take time to pour, so you do have a time investment. But that can be a great thing if you have fun doing that. That can be a great way to make some extra money. If you haven't done so already, please hit that subscribe button, the bell icon, so you're notified of all my awesome videos coming out. And also that thumbs up. That helps YouTube know that you like the video. And leave a comment below. I'd love to hear what you guys think. Do you see these as investments, or do you see these more as just strategies? I can go either way. The other thing I'm going to throw out there is I have started memberships. My channel is now monetized. And there will be special videos coming out, and videos that come out first to my members. There's also a really cool sticker that comes with it. With my memberships, another thing that'll be happening is some private live streams, where I'll be bringing guests on to help us with our stacking, to give us some advice on particular coins and bars and rounds that we might have, and also to help us with some pricing of numismatics. We can do that as well. That's at least the goal. And then I have another level that goes into a little bit more with one-on-one coaching to help you guys. All right, so 5 tips. Tip number 1. It's really important that you follow the price of silver on a daily basis, okay? If you're going to invest in it, you need to know what that daily price is. If you're just stacking, it's not as important to know the daily price. But if you're investing, you need to follow that. You need to make sure when you're buying, silver is at the lower trends in the last 12 months. And when you're selling, it should be up in the higher end. Tip number 2, you got to be patient. It might take you a couple years to sell your silver to be able to make a profit. If it is an investment, this is one you're going to have to be holding for. It's not crypto. You're not going to get a 30% return in 1 week, okay? If you want that, go look at crypto. You might also take a 30% dive in 1 week too, so be careful. Tip number 3, try to buy silver that has low premiums, okay? That is going to be helpful for you as you're acquiring it. Tip number 4, when you're looking at series of coins that you may be picking up the first in the series, I know that the last one in the series sometimes can have a lot of value, so you do need to look at that and be aware of it. When you're looking at the first coins in the series, it's important to really look at the design, understand what value that series may have. I would ask around and see if other people are planning on getting it, and see if there's a lot of star power to that. So for example, if it's Marvel, if it's DC, Star Wars, you've got a little bit better bet for that, versus if it is Bugs Bunny. My Bugs Bunny guys have not done very well. All right, tip number 5. You got to have an exit strategy before you buy a single piece of silver as an investment. And you have to have a tested exit strategy that works, okay? So that's what I got for you guys. There's a train going by. So be cool. Check out my other videos. And until next time, peace out.